Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Copeland, and I love supporting women on this journey of finding love after 50. And today we're going to be talking about my 5 best tips for making this happen. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love if you hit the subscribe button and like the video. And of course, leave comments. I always love hearing your comments. So let's get started. My 5 best tips for finding love after 50. Okie dokie. Tip number 1, creating a good romantic love story. Oh my God, who doesn't love a good love story? A handsome man sweeps you off your feet. He gives you an amazing life, and the two of you live happily ever after in total bliss. Wonderful story, right? But these types of stories that make you feel good are not necessarily the reality of life and a relationship in life. And that's why I urge you to not use Hollywood movies as the standard for how to find love and keep love. Because when you do, what you're actually doing is setting yourself up for total frustration and failure. These fairy tale romances filled with handsome heroes can keep you from seeing a good man who might only be average in the looks department. Yet average Joe could be the real hero of your love story. He's the man who is there for you at the end of the day with a glass of wine. He has your back when things are great and not so great. And he loves you just the way you are. He is so worth giving a chance. My second best tip, be super clear on the type of man and relationship you want. I know this sounds obvious, but I ask women daily what they're looking for, and they often tell me they aren't sure. You want to create a clear vision of who your man is, filled with the values you want to share, the deal breakers that are non-negotiable for you, the patterns of men you're always attracted to that have stopped working, the qualities you want in a man, and how you want to feel around him when you're together. Put it all in writing, because when you do this, it's like a shout out to the universe that this is who you want. Tip number 3, create a dating blueprint for how you're going to meet the right man for you. I am a huge believer in this over 50s dating tool that all my clients use because it gives you more ways to meet men over 50. And most women, though, only use online dating. So many of my clients have been successful at finding love with good men online. But I hear from women all the time how totally frustrated they get with online dating and the process involved with it. It's why you want to be using at least 2 avenues for meeting men at all times, whether it's online dating, meeting men in real life, or triggering the memory of your dating fairy godmothers who can fix you up. And you have to be consistent about this because they forget. They're living their own lives. My best tip number 4, recognize the limiting beliefs you may be telling yourself about men. Some of the most common limiting beliefs I hear are things like, all the men online look too old. They look like my grandpa or my dad. There's no good men to date after 50. They're all taken. Or men my age aren't as active as I am. So do any of these sound familiar to you? If so, these are limiting beliefs, and they could be blocking you from seeing good men who might be the right one for you. That means you're missing opportunities to meet your Mr. Right unless you become aware of these limiting beliefs and use tools to heal them. My best tip number 5, set an intention for a first date of finding out something interesting about this new man you're meeting. On that date, you want to ask fun questions like the ones that I'm going to share with you that give you good information about a man without grilling him with a dating resume. So, what are some of these questions? The first one could be, what's on your bucket list? This gives you a sneak peek into who this man is and what makes him tick. What do you enjoy about what you do for a living? This is far more interesting than saying, what do you do? because it opens the door to what they like about what they do versus a one-word answer, I'm a banker, or I'm a farmer, or whatever it is they are. What's your ideal vacation? This is a great one for checking out compatibility and whether you like the same things. Have fun on a first date using questions like the ones I just shared with you, and make some up of your own. You'll find your dates are far more fun and interesting because questions like these help you share past history of the times you grew up in, and they bring out people's personalities. Okay, as I always do, I want to leave you with a little inspiration to remind you that you can find love after 50. My client Pat from California shared this. Hi, Lisa. As a member of your Love After 50 coaching group, I learned so much about dating and finding love after 50. You gave me a lot of tools to work with, many I didn't even know about until working with you. Every call was filled with great content and so much good advice and coaching. You're an excellent coach, and I can't thank you enough for the great training you gave me for finding the right man at this time in my life. If you're struggling with dating and attracting your Mr. Right, I'm here to help. You'll find some resources below that can help you find love. Until next time, always believing in you. And remember, simple dating strategies make all the difference in finding your guy. Until next time.